We're on AK's channel. Actually, we're just all on
Well-
AK's channel right now.
That's fine.
Hi, AK subs. We're not
Hey,
totally not filming a
good.
podcast and talking about
Just
Loki with scissors.
ignore us being here. I doubt anyone actually saw this though.
AK, you
What
shared
do you
that on
mean?
your YouTube channel with me. Let me check AK's channel then. Let me head to the Horizons podcast.
Wait, were you
Press
doing
the
the?
It's
Oh,
supposed
now
to be
we're
on
live.
the
Now we're live.
Horizons, but apparently I think it was
There we
linked
go, now we're live.
to his channel.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
Okay,
Sweet.
let's start.
Go.
Go.
So, go.
No one's going.
Sorry.
Alright, just count.
Homie, we're already live.
Thank you.
Loki. That was a good day.
guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am your host, Habit the Dancing Clown, and I am joined by...
Crime.
Loki, but I'm about to jump out the window because of that Pennywise voice.
Yes, vampire, blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
Yep.
Moving on.
Wait, crap.
Anyway,
Anyways, so our main topic for today is the Pennywise movie.
It.
I mean it.
The Pennywise It movie. And so, and before we get into that, let's talk about a few famous like horror characters or horror movies. So, AK, what is your favorite horror character or horror movie? Oh, I love Chucky, homie. Dude, Chucky's the best. Especially with that knife. Oh, nothing could stop the dude. Alright, what about crime? What about you?
I following the theme of dolls. I like Annabelle.
Balls. Ooh, Annabelle. Annabelle's not bad. She feels... I've always liked Annabelle, but it feels like, you know, meh, in my opinion.
I'm
Right,
getting
Loki?
feedback that that someone cannot hear AK's voice. Just saying. But I do like Michael Myers.
Alright.
Alright, moving on.
Yeah,
Can you
maybe
guys
just turn
just-
your
alright.
volume up.
Yeah,
I
maybe
can hear him. I'm just seeing in chat that someone can't hear them.
AK, I can hear AK fine.
Yeah, but
you can all hear
someone
AK in
else
voice chat.
cannot hear AK.
We're having technical difficulties.
Okay.
Alright. Let us continue. Loki, what about you? What is your favorite horror character or movie?
I like Michael Myers. He seems pretty cool. I haven't fully watched the first movie. I probably should, but you know, I could just do that tomorrow on Halloween.
Yeah, honestly,
Fun.
Michael Myers is always a very fun character. And well, on my end, my favorite character is like Freddy Krueger and Chucky, of course. But one of my like top three is like Freddy Krueger, Chucky, and Annabelle. But Freddy Krueger is the top because, you know, Freddy Krueger's powers are so powerful. I love Freddy Krueger. Man, like, literally, Freddy Krueger can go into any nightmare, into any characters, like, and basically mentally kill him. He doesn't have to do anything, he just mentally abuses him till he kills him.
He uses the Force.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So with that out of the way, let's talk about our main topic, which is It, the movie. So what did you guys think of it overall? AK, you want to go first? Hiya, Georgie. Hiya, Georgie. You want your boat?
Now see, now I'm
Okay.
gonna go get my knife.
No knives.
No knives, okay. No knives. No violence. Not yet, at least.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So what about crime? What about you?
I
What's your
liked the
favorite?
movie, but it was not that scary. And yeah, it was a good movie, just way too long and not scary enough. I mean, it was scary, just not scary enough to be called a horror movie, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, it feels like more of a thriller movie than a horror movie, but it does have elements of horror from time to time. You know, it's very fun to watch when you want something more thriller than horror based, but like it's very fun to watch in the very end of the day. All right, what about you, Loki? Loki, did you go grab his knife? I believe Loki's.
I'm right here. What are you talking about?
What's your opinion on it, dude? I asked you a
Uh,
question like, what is your opinion on it?
I answered it.
I didn't hear you. I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, I
oh.
was saying,
Anyway,
I thought it was alright. Not too scary. Not not scary, you know. But also, did we put out the announcement that the podcast started on the Discord?
yeah,
I'm
I was
realizing this
doing
now.
that while trying to move things along. Uh,
All right.
multitasking. All right. What about the soundtrack? I know not many people focus on horror soundtracks, but in most horror movies, the soundtrack plays a very important role, which is a very fun fact that when you are watching a horror movie, the soundtrack you hear affects how you interact with the movie and how you watch it. It's very cool, and it takes a lot of
Mm.
psychology to understand, even though I failed that class. anyways, anyways, what about AK? What did you think of the soundtrack of the movie? You feel it fit? Did you feel it? Yeah, I always loved the soundtrack. Honestly, it always felt like the soundtrack was very good, but some songs didn't like fit in from time to time. But the soundtrack always got me feeling on edge and felt perfect whenever they put it in.
Mm.
All right, crime. What do you think of
Yes.
the
I
What do you think
think
of the
that the
soundtrack?
soundtrack,
Honestly,
the soundtrack.
soundtrack
Sorry,
English.
the soundtrack
Yes.
was not the best. I think they could have been scarier. There are some scenes that were off, and definitely did not like give me the horror movie music effect. You know.
Yeah,
Mm.
Mm,
I was kind of like more the same, you know.
yeah,
The beginning music was all right, you know. I like
I actually
the
think the
fighting
end was.
music, obviously.
Yeah, I think the music near the end was more good, like fitted for the scene, except the last scene where the music was upbeat, where I think should have been more creepy music, in my opinion, to
Mm.
kind of like show us how there is gonna be a second movie.
Yeah.
And we are talking about the first movie only. Did we say that? We did not.
oh,
No,
oh yeah.
we didn't. But we
This,
are talking about the the uh the original movie,
this one.
the remake,
The spin.
obviously. Not
Yeah,
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 not the remake,
not
the one
the
that was
original, the original remake.
yeah, the one that was like in 2016, 17, something like that.
So somewhere around there.
Or was that like
Before the
beforehand?
pandemic,
No,
you know.
actually, it was before. 2 was on 16. I think the other one was like 15 or 14. Something
Oh yeah,
along
that
those
was
lines.
way before the pandemic.
Anyways, we also forgot to do the plot of the movie, but we can do it afterwards. Anyways,
Yeah, we'll get to it.
so what about this? What are you guys' favorite characters, or what are you guys are like favorite characters in the movie, like based on everything else, like from uh trying to come up with a word here. I lost my train of thought, but basically,
The
what are your
movie.
favorite characters? Like character development, who went through any kind of improvements in their characters from when they first started at the beginning of the movie till the end, or like
How they
the
grew
first
as
10
people, you
minutes
mean?
after. Yeah, how they grew up on the as you saw in the movie.
Yeah.
AK.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill is always awesome.
Yeah,
All of them.
Yeah,
exactly.
lead them. Yeah,
Yeah. I want to say something about Bill. I love Bill. I still think he's stupid, and I am still on my like. I think he's stupid.
hate train. She's on a Bill
100%.
hate train. Dogs.
I do not think that going into the sewers looking for your brother that went missing a year ago is the smartest option.
Yeah, but you know,
On
at the same
You still
like
gotta hold out hope, though.
yeah, I'm with
Hmm?
Loki on this. If you have hope that your brother is somewhere still alive, wouldn't you want to go find him? Or want to go
Exactly.
Yes,
Any
after him
family
to make
member, for
sure?
yeah,
that
but
matter.
my hope would have died like month one.
Yeah, but you
I
always have
I
to hold up.
understand that, but you can't ever give up hope. If you give up hope, then you're never gonna find them.
I'm not in the mood for cheesy lines. I
It's
would
not
not go to the
cheesy.
sewers.
It's the
It's
truth.
very cheesy.
Can I mention that your favorite character is Supergirl, and she is the symbol of hope?
I don't
Uh-huh.
care. I'm cutting this out.
Ironic. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, it's very ironic because your favorite character is Supergirl, and like Supergirl is like what the main symbol of hope in all of DC Comics.
yeah.
I'm cutting this part out. Anyway,
Cutting it out in post, yeah.
yeah,
Anyways,
I have full
Loki, what about
control
you?
over that. So
Okay, what's your favorite character?
I like Bill as well, but also I like Mike.
I
I
like
feel
that.
Yeah.
like they didn't really go into his character a lot. I would have liked to see more, but I did like what I see from him. Like, it was kind of sad that his parents died in the fire, but
Yeah.
you know, things happen. It
Honest,
it moves you
Mm.
I
forward.
will I will say though that Bill, even in like the first and second movies, his character was never looked much into. Like, if I might as well just say I might as well just tell you this that in the movie itself, Pennywise, it gives each character, each of our 7 characters, Bill, Beverly, Richie, and Eddie, and all the other characters, Henry and stuff like that, all of them. Basically, he faces them all with their greatest fears. Bill being his fear of losing his brother and not being able to protect him. Beverly, her fear of not being accepted by everyone. Henry, fear of being alone. Richie's fear, they never went into it in the first movie, but spoiler for the second like chapter of the movie, his fear of being rejected by society and everyone like losing everyone around him. Uh, Eddie's fear was not leaving his mom's side or being too afraid of like germs and stuff like that. And and the only person that we never saw his other than like the burning buildings and stuff and losing his parents was Mike. Mike's backstory was never fully like told, never fully like looked into more into the movie, which I feel was like
Exactly.
because Mike is a very underrated character, in my opinion. I like
Exactly.
Mike.
That's what I want to see more of.
Mike is like my top 3. Like he's on like the third. He's like third for me. But I like Mike. Mike was like one of the like characters that I actually like.
Yeah, Mike's a goat.
Yeah. For me, my favorite character was Richie. Honestly, the way he always makes joke in tense situations and everything, I always like that part because it always reminded of me whenever I was in any
It's
tense
insensitive.
situations. Whenever I was in any tense situations or any kind of like a sad situation where I just don't want to get myself to be very upset or get myself into a crisis, I just start making jokes in my head and start panicking in my head and making jokes. You know, it always helped me a lot whenever I was in some kind of these situations. So,
You skipped me very rudely.
sorry.
My favorite character is Bev and Eddie because I can relate to none of them, but I like Eddie because he has a fear of his mom, and his mom has a fear of germs, and I know a lot of people have really overprotective parents, and I feel that it's like a good symbol. Like you don't always have to listen to your parents. They do have the best intention in mind. They do really love you, but they don't always have the best
Or they're
idea.
not always right, you know, like
Yeah.
as watching, like while we were even watching the movie, there were two things I always told everyone, like while we were watching. Like one, if you see a clown in the sewers, do not talk to him, just run the other way, call the cops, call the police, call someone that can help you.
Call the Coast Guard, call the US Army.
You know? You know, call your coast guards, you know, drop a nuke in there, I don't care.
An atom bomb.
Anything like that, but always just, you know, and like always the second part was like, if you ever feel yourself that what your parents are saying is not true and you know what you're doing, follow your gut and follow your heart. If you know what you're doing with your life and you know what you plan ahead and you have like a solid plan that works, then follow it as much as possible. It might not always go the same way, you know, as you know, Captain Cold always said, make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, and just throw away the plan, because that's how life works.
And then just freestyle.
Yep.
Not freestyle
Yeah.
dance, but
Yeah.
I also like Bev, because uh, even though she was bullied, she did not care, or she did care. It did have a toll on her like mentality, but at the same time, um, she was strong enough to like
Like that.
talk back to the bullies and fight back to the bullies and all that.
Did she know? Wasn't she like
Yeah.
hiding in the bathroom in the very first scene we saw her from the bullies?
Yeah, but when the bullies start calling her names, she talked back.
God, Loki's okay. You were saying, Crime?
I was saying that even if she was hiding when the bullies started um, calling her names and all that, she talked back. She didn't let them call her names without talking back.
Yeah. Yeah, I always like that part, honestly. I always like, especially the part where she stood up to her father. That was always one of my favorite, like, everything. You know, like
Yeah,
in the favorite part where she just, grabs the toilet head and just smashes him on top of the head. I was like,
she's a
I was
really
like, that's
stand-up
just
person and knows her rights. She knows what she
yeah.
wants, and nothing's getting in the way.
This what, even though this was said in 1989, I feel like this is something that would actually happen IRL in 1989. If I was said in 1989, not 2020 or not 2014 at the time. Anyways, uh, what about your favorite scenes or least favorite scenes? You can always say why afterwards, but what are your favorite scenes and least favorite scenes? AK, uh, you can go first. Oh yeah, those are the funny ones. That was like scary, not scary. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
a really good scene.
I was like, that was one of the funniest ones. Like, it's not scary, and you just see a person chained up to the roof. Uh,
I
not
personally think it
scary.
was a trick question. They should have went to the very scary one because they want
Mm,
because the clown wants them to go to the not scary one. See, big brain, reverse psychology. You see.
yeah. What about you, Crime? What is your favorite scene and non-favorite scene? Least favorite scene?
Besides the scenes where they stood up to their parents, which were my favorite scenes in the overall like movie, um, I also liked which scene? Which scene? Can you ask Loki and come back to me?
All right. Loki. What's your favorite scenes and least favorite? Oh, Loki's Loki's having issues right now.
Okay. I thought
Loki.
about it. My favorite scene was what was it called? When they met up and like the clown came out in his garage when they were like getting up all the history and stuff. I like that scene, and also in the library when he followed a trail of eggs.
Those were your least favorite scenes.
Those are my favorite scenes.
Honestly, my my favorite scenes in the entire like movie was when I'll ask Loki afterwards, but since he have issues, my favorite scene in the
Yeah, my
entire movie.
microphone died, sorry.
Oh, it's fine, Loki. My favorite scenes in the I keep repeating the same sentence. My favorite scene in the entire movie was when actually the first time like all of them were like doing the slideshow, and the slideshow like thing that they were doing just kept on moving by itself to the point that Pennywise just moved in and popped out. That was one of my favorite scary scenes, like jump scare scenes, because I like that one.
Exactly, that's exactly what I meant. The one in the garage after they did
Yeah.
like the research on the history and stuff.
Yeah. Also, like my second favorite
The,
scene
like,
was
the pictures.
all the kids standing up to Pennywise because they felt like because I always felt strong like whenever they did it, they just all like started bashing Pennywise, calling him names, making fun of him, bullying the heck out of him, and then just like Billy just stabs him in the head with the metal bar. I think it was.
That was a funny scene, great scene, and a powerful scene, in my
I always,
opinion.
felt, I always felt that was very fun to watch. Felt
I was
empowering.
like, there's no way that his brother is still alive when he literally walked up to Billy. I was like, there's no way he died. He would have died from the blood loss by now. Look, his arm is off. If Pennywise didn't kill him, he
True.
would have died from blood loss.
Oh.
So I knew right
Very
away
true.
Pennywise. I was like, no, kill him. Kill him now. Stab him.
Honestly, never
I mean,
understood that.
unless I'm sorry,
No, you can go. You can go. I'll talk later.
the blood loss is unless if he found something to wrap it up, which I doubt because it did not look wrapped up in the scene. So yeah.
Oh,
I don't think it was ever wrapped up.
Mm.
I always assumed that Pennywise just ate Georgie. Like once he ripped off his arm and dragged him back into the sewers, he had a very nice meal. You know, he had a very nice gourmet meal. I always imagine Pennywise sitting at a table, you know, like Mad Hatter, just sitting at a table
no.
somewhere with like a bunny rabbit and a clock, and they're all just having a gourmet meal of Georgie.
No, don't do that to
Wow.
George. Come on.
You are
Alright.
cruel.
I was just like those kind of jokes. I was just like that. That's just what I imagined they would look like in my head.
Mm.
You know, like Alice in
Moving on.
Wonderland style. All right. Anyone have anything else to add about the movie?
Um,
Well,
Anyone else have anything to
one
add at
thing
all?
that I didn't like
Oh,
was
alright.
the scene where the blood just shot out of the sink. Like,
oh, that was gross.
Yeah.
you hear a
Ugh.
voice in the sink drain. Don't go towards it. What are you doing?
You know, you never know. Midget could be in there.
He is a
How-
magnet to problems. He is the main character in a horror movie. He is the main character in a horror movie. He's Bill, basically. But like 10 times worse. I'm
If
talking
I'm
about
ever,
habit.
I'm letting you know
What?
right now. If I'm ever in a horror
Mhm.
movie, I'm like the first one out the door. I'm already 15 states over.
Honestly, why go to Derry when you know that when you know it's a horror town? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure when looking to a place to live, you at least make sure the history is safe, you know? Make sure there are no missing kids that end up like every 26 years or something.
27.
And make sure you're not in that 27-year radius, maybe.
Or
And
plan a vacation with your family to be out of this place in 27.
also, my least favorite scene is the scene where like what was it called? I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. My least favorite scene was the scene where Billy got them to the sewer and like Henry was his name. The new kid.
Yeah. The
when
fat
when
one.
he came like and stumbled after the bullies wrote etch on his
Is, by the way, physical assault.
stomach. Yeah, that was my
It
least
can
favorite
support.
scene. The one where they wrote etch on his stomach, and the one where they were thinking about entering the sewer. Those two least favorite scenes. Don't ask me why.
Yeah. But you said it was borderline assault. No, that is full
Yeah,
assault.
borderline. That's like full
Assault
assault,
with a deadly
honestly.
weapon.
Well, isn't us? Let's think about this. Like fully.
Different versions of
I know
assault.
we've gone off tangent and I've started talking about other stuff, but like cutting Henry with a knife against his will, that's like, what kind of assault is it?
That's torture. That's assault. Assault with a deadly weapon. And like disturbing the peace, I think.
Mm,
Something like that.
I don't know.
How many? Anyone want to guess how many years that is in prison?
Not to mention later on he killed his dad.
True, that's murder right there.
Honestly, his dad deserved it. He made him go crazy. Exactly. Like you're obviously from the way he talked to his kid and the way his kid shaked after one conversation with him, you can just understand from that one scene how abusive the dad was.
Like both of those dads in the movie are like, nah. Mm-mm.
And the mom.
The mom was more timid, not abusive.
Mentally.
Eh, mentally is, at least it's not physically.
Imagine trapping your kid at home. Not letting him be a kid.
No, yeah, it was only grounded, so they would have been let out eventually.
No, but like other than that, he was never a kid. She like made the fear of him getting hurt and reflected it onto him. He talks like an adult about getting germs and all that.
Mm.
Wait,
I
Board's
personally think.
Board is like one of our friends, Board, on the Discord, is saying it takes about 1 year for physical assault, up to 2 years for what is it, murder? Or murder might be life, right? Isn't it
Well,
like
it's
murder?
not murder. It's like assault with a deadly weapon. They didn't kill him. If they killed him, that would be manslaughter.
Yeah, but he killed his father with a knife. Wouldn't that be like?
Well,
murder?
that was a different person.
No, that was it with a gun, not with it. Was it? Oh, it was with a knife. Sorry.
He almost shot the cat with the gun.
What did the poor kitty had to do with any of that? Leave the cat be.
So up to 2 years for physical assault, and murder is much longer because it's murder.
Yeah, murder, especially
no
like
shit.
Yeah, that'd be like at least like 15 years at the least. Depends on how bad the murder was.
Depending on like
and for what reason.
be 3, 6, or 11, depending on how, like, if it's manslaughter, like basically if it's like manslaughter where you kill more than one person, then you'll probably end up in life for prison. But like if it's
Pennywise should have like 15 life sentences.
Yeah, Pennywise is a alien dude. I don't think they have alien prison on Earth.
No,
Anyways,
but
Also, Pennywise is only seen by children.
Yeah,
because it's off their great sphere. Even when like the dad went into the bathroom so he could see why Bev was screaming, he couldn't see the blood.
Spirit. I meant spirit. Pennywise is a spirit, not an alien. I always thought he was an alien for some reason.
He's only seen by children, so yeah. I think that's it. Or does AK have anything to add?
Anyone have anything else to add to like any talk about anything else? We could talk about any other horror movie. We finished our section. We could talk about any other horror movie if you want. I do want to wait. I have something to add. I will. This isn't related to it at all. But has anyone here seen the like spin-off show they did for Supernatural? Like
Never
the
seen
Winchester
it.
TV show? Oh,
So
it is
we didn't see
terrible.
it.
I barely watched the original, so no.
I watched Supernatural like all 15 seasons. I remember the timeline so well because I grew up on Supernatural. It's even crime. Even our grandmother watched Supernatural with me. She loved that TV
Yes.
show.
I
Basically,
vouch for that.
oh, Dusk. I will tell you, do not watch the Winchesters. It takes the supernatural timeline, it rips it into little itty bitty pieces and throws it out the window because it doesn't matter.
We're very off
Which-
topic.
Yeah, basically in Supernatural, the original timeline was this: the two characters, Mary and John, John. It was known. It was the biggest thing in all of Supernatural that John, the father, never knew about hunting at all. He never figured it out. He never knew anything about it until Mary died because of Azazel, the demon. And Mary, it was also known that Mary herself was a hunter, but hunters in the supernatural universe are people who kill monsters, basically. Mary was a hunter, and she killed, and that she stopped hunting once, after she was pregnant and all that, and she stopped hunting like fully. She quit hunting until Sam and Dean came back, brought her up for one more hunt, and then she retired fully once she had Dean Winchester. Once she had Dean.
Really?
Anyways, that was the only time. That was the last time Mary hunted. But in Winchester's, the first episode, and I'm dead serious. The first episode, they say that John knew about the Men of Letters, which doesn't make sense because it was known that John never knew about his father's job in the Men of Letters. I always assumed that Michael erased that memory, but I wouldn't. I would have figured that part out. Second, that Mary also knew about the Men of Letters and somehow never mentioned it. John knew about hunting and did it with Mary when they first met. And that, a bunch of other stuff just gets broken down completely. It took literally the entire timeline and broke it into pieces. That the first time I ever saw it, I was like, is this a like alternate universe? Because we have established alternate universes in Supernatural. We established the multiverse. But no, I asked a friend who watches the show, she's like, no, Jensen Ackles, the main actor, said that this is on their same universe, it's the same everything. There's nothing that has changed. This isn't another universe. And so I just take one look at the TV show and was like, dude, you broke your own timeline. You ruined your own logic. Why are you doing this?
Somehow they managed it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Another reason why to add on the list of not watching.
Don't watch Supernatural. Supernatural is very fun and very funny, and at the same time very amusing to watch, even though it's 15th season.
Mm-hmm.
But do not watch the Winchesters. If you watch all of Supernatural and you want to watch the Winchesters, don't. You'll get disappointed. Like very much disappointed. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
All right. Anyone have anything else to add?
No.
Maybe we can ask the chat what they think.
All right.
The chat, what do you think?
Anyone else want to add anything from the chat? Like talk about any other movie? We can. Seen a lot of movies. We bored.
Wasn't
bored? Wasn't paying
Right.
attention.
Bored, spaced out.
Do you
Yes.
want us to talk about anything else?
I agree with Dusk. The original It movies were better.
Dusk says the original It movies were better.
And I
A
agree,
lot of
they were
people are
better. The originals. I haven't seen the originals, but I know they are better. I've seen The Conjuring, of course.
I
The
haven't
Conjuring
seen-
is based on true events. That's all I gotta say about the movie. There are the actual Pope, the actual events, everything in that movie was real. I'm being serious. All the movie, everything inside The Conjuring, the actual demon that was in the girl was a real life demon.
Really?
Actually, also to make this a whole lot creepier, Annabelle is a real life character. There's an
Yeah,
actual
she's
doll.
actually in a
There's an
museum.
actual doll locked up somewhere. Thank God, locked up somewhere. And Annabelle,
I
and she's
believe
an
it was
actual
somewhere in
real life
America.
doll. It's locked up somewhere in America, yes. And whenever you go into that house, the entire place is haunted, basically.
Oh, I highly doubt
Yeah, in
that.
a glass cage in America. Somewhere.
It's probably just superstition or something like that. That's
No,
not
it's
even
not superstition. I'm
possible.
being serious.
It is the actual Annabelle doll.
I'm being serious. There is an
Sure, the
actual
Annabelle
Annabelle
doll,
doll.
but
Here,
there's
here.
no, like,
Loki,
there's
I'll send you a
nothing
picture if you don't believe me. I'll send you a picture. There is an actual Annabelle doll in real life that actually like haunts. That was taken by the same people who were starred in the Annabelle movies, or in the not in the Annabelle movies. The one.
Okay, you end this whenever I have to go. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
okay. Oh, we didn't even end the thing, and we're already having people leave.
Yeah. All right. I'll send you a picture, but
Yeah,
this
I
is
know
actually
there's a
like
devil, but
real.
I don't believe that it like possesses the entire like household or something like that.
No, it
Like
does.
it's not even
It does
possible.
actually. No, it doesn't possess the entire household. It just possesses the entire house.
Oh, someone wants to come on and speak. Yeah, sure, if you want to.
It's let's see who wants to speak.
If
Who
you
wants
really
to?
want to, go
I
ahead.
can easily
Oh.
do it myself.
Hi,
Hi.
Dusk.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone. If you remember, this is Dusk. Chat, Dusk,
No.
Dusk,
Dusk.
chat, hello.
Loki, I sent
Hi.
you a picture of the real life Annabelle.
Yeah, Annabelle, there is a real doll.
I even
Yeah, I
send
know.
it here.
didn't
I even
see how
send it
it
on the chat itself. Hold up. Just because this is an actual real life doll locked up in where is it?
Real face, real face.
Yeah, I genuinely can't
This is
remember
the real
where it
life doll.
actually is.
It looks less creepy than it normally does. Yeah, I just
Hmm.
posted it. But
Now,
yeah,
see,
so
that doesn't. The second one doesn't look creepy. The first one does.
oh, the second one is
Talk
creepier.
about dolls.
Oh no.
Chucky.
Oh, your moon.
Oh yeah, Chucky.
Because that's based on an actual serial killer.
Yeah.
It was.
hmm You will
Wow.
find a lot of horrors are actually based on real life events.
It is based
So
on real life
Michael
events.
Myers.
hmm
Michael Myers is based? I didn't know that. I
Most
know
likely.
I know a lot of horror movies are based on real life events.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Like
the
like Jason. Like Friday
what
the
about the
13th.
yeah, let's see. What about the Nun? Do you think the Nun is based on real life events?
No, no way.
I wouldn't
Well,
believe
I
it,
would
but
have to look into that because I've not actually watched The Nun.
I've never
I've
seen the Nun either,
watched
so
I've watched Ouija, and quite frankly, that was a snooze fest.
Mm.
Um, Hill House was quite a fun one, actually.
Mm.
If you don't like creepy stuff just suddenly appearing in backgrounds and things, do not watch that.
yeah.
Mm.
There's also
If
the Invisible
you have to
Man.
them disappearing right after, yeah, then no.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also the Invisible Man that was really good. I didn't like
Is-
that, but
I feel like that's a superhero name.
There is a actual superhero called the Invisible
Yeah.
Man, but that's going off topic.
Mm.
But yeah.
isn't it? Wasn't there like a horror movie called The Invisible something? Invisible Man or Invisible something, where it's like where it's like this dude just wears this like futuristic invisible suit and goes around killing people.
I wouldn't be
Maybe.
that surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't know.
I have no idea at this point.
yeah, there's a lot of like horrors out there. If you actually want a good site to watch them on, I do actually recommend Shudder. I know.
Yeah, I always
maybe
liked
that's-
Shudder.
Yeah, it's a good site to watch your horror films. My sister's just introduced it to me, and I'm kind of
Mm.
glad she did.
So if you ever want to go watch some horror movies, just go to that website.
Go Shudder, yeah. If you ever really do want to watch horror movies,
Not
Shudder is a very good
sponsored, by the
place.
way. Gotta say that, not sponsored.
Yeah,
Not
not
sponsored.
sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored. We're just very big fans.
Yeah,
Sponsored,
it's
but
got one of the largest databases for horror films.
Don't want to
yeah.
get sued.
Well,
So,
will we get sued at this point?
um, unlikely. We're more likely to just get just this point. I think just copyright strikes, but only if
Mm.
we obviously
Stuff.
do it. Yeah,
If
don't
you
know,
put copyright music, then obviously.
yeah. I've got pregnancy brain, so my brain doesn't work quite well.
Fine.
Yeah, one reason why I'm actually trying to step away from things.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Which was why I was surprised that you wanted to talk.
Well, I thought to intervene. You know, you had to crime leave, so I was like, well, I'll come intervene for a
Fair
little
enough.
bit. You would think I would get sick of your voices after spending most of the afternoon on voice chat with you guys.
Nah. Nah, I never get sick of you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Weird.
Alright. Unless anyone else has anything else to say, I think we're good.
Talking about horror.
We were talking about other stuff. We like went from talking about Pennywise's favorites, Pennywise like everything, and then we just went to horror movies and other
Yeah.
stuff.
We went from
Well,
Penny horror, like Assault, other horror
yeah.
movies, and then just
Yep.
random,
Well,
like right now.
with it, I must say the originals were a lot creepier,
Yeah.
so I find them a lot better.
I also
And that's
I also
exactly why I'm not gonna watch them.
I also
What's your
forgot
theory?
this. They're not scary. You saw it. Was it scary? Homie, we
No,
got
but
bored
I'm
halfway
saying that
through
there's
watching
a
it.
scarier version of that. So
Loki, we got bored watching halfway through it.
you got
We
bored.
all got bored. We all got bored, not just you.
I didn't
Ryan
get
got
bored.
bored.
I didn't once say.
Loki, oh yeah, you're asleep.
AK fell asleep,
And then your phone died.
and he didn't notice because he was set asleep.
Yep.
That's a given.
Oh dear.
All right. Unless
Fun
anyone
fact.
has anything else to add, I think this is
Well,
a good time to sign off.
yeah.
I have one thing to add.
Oh, go ahead, Loki.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy
Yeah,
Halloween,
absolutely.
everyone. By the way,
Yeah. Yeah.
stay
happy
safe trick or
Halloween.
treating. Make sure you check all your candy to make sure there's no razor blades in there.
Exactly. No razor blades. No like knives or anything in there. Don't want you like
Narcotics.
chipping the tooth for that.
Stay safe.
Make sure
Alright.
you're only getting the good candy.
Yep.
And if they don't, you know what that means? You've got to trick them.
Exactly.
So
By
use
throwing
what you
eggs at their house.
yeah. Well, just use what you learned from the horror films.
Yeah. Pull up on them with a knife. That's what I learned from horror films.
Yeah.
Mm. And that's how you go
I'm
to
kidding.
jail.
I'm kidding,
Don't do
guys.
that.
Guys,
Actually,
guys.
don't have
Don't.
violence.
We do not condone violence. Not
Yeah,
yet, at
people
least.
really don't. Well, you do.
We don't condone violence unless it's in video games. Video games are allowed to you're allowed to do violence in video games. In real life, no violence, please. We do not condone that, and we don't want to have anybody, cancel us in the future. All right. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. We are gonna go on a hiatus until when was it?
December.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas in December. So hope you all enjoyed. We're all going on a hiatus until, as
Yeah,
Dusk said,
opposed to
December.
Christmas being in the other month.
Yeah, don't worry. We're just improving things on our Discord server.
And
I
our
don't know if-
podcast management, because our podcast management is atrocious.
As you could probably tell.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
we'll be fine. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Other than that, have a safe and happy Halloween, and goodbye.
Don't do that again.
Out
Why?
comes Sophie's nap.
Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe
like-
and leave a comment
Like,
and like.
Join the Discord server, possibly.
Yeah,
yeah, we've got a Discord, so we'll probably link
join
that
our
in the
Discord.
description.
We're always fun here. We play lots of Minecraft and kill one another.
Yep. We didn't just go to the end.
Yeah, man. What? I don't know what
Definitely
you're talking
shoot
about.
like a Johnny
Neither do
Dragon.
I. What dragon?
Dracula, chill out.
Do I smell a cannibal?
There's AK the vampire.
All right, Dracula, chill out.
No.
Aw, look, you're no
Uh,
fun. Look, you're no fun. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.